So during quarantine, like a lot of us, I've been playing video games and I've really been enjoying it. Don't get me wrong, even though it has been boring at times, it's still a really fun thing to do. And kind of on a gamble, I decided to buy A Way Out, and I gotta say, this game exceeded all my expectations. So let's get right into this. So, A Way Out is this interesting concept of a game. It's a co-op slash online type of game. It has that traditional old school video game sense where you would be playing with someone on your couch and you would invite a friend over, but it's perfect for times like this where everyone's still social distancing and people are still quarantining in their houses and stuff like that. So you can play it online with your friends. All you do need, though, I will say this right now, one of the biggest cons of this game is you can't play this game alone. It's not like the AI can control the second player that you can choose to play as. You have to have a friend to play it with. So if you don't have a friend to play it with, then don't buy this game. But if you do have a friend to play it with, or you have someone in your house who you can play it with, definitely buy it. It's so fun and it's so amazing. So let's get right into this. The game looks good, even though it's been out for a couple years and you can definitely see it's aging. It's still pretty good looking game. You can tell that they really tried to make it more of a movie type game, so the cutscenes are really what matters. And even though at times there's some hilarious cutscenes and some hilarious animations that tried really hard to be serious, that's what makes this game amazing. Imagine yourself seeing your friend get beaten up, seeing your friend in this crazy cutscene where the only person that can help you is you, and then you just decide to fuck with your friend and you just decide to let him fall off a mountain. It's exactly that. So many memories and so many moments are created out of these teamwork supposed to be moments that is what makes this game so enjoyable, especially if you have a friend or someone that you can play it with. And that's really the beauty of this game. At a time where we're all kind of so separated because of this virus, and there's people who are taking it extremely serious, and there's people who aren't taking it serious at all, or you have people like me who are kind of just in the middle, who understand the importance of quarantining, this game is exactly what you need. It makes you feel like you're connected, but at the same time, you're not. And it's so fun. And it's one of those games that I've played through once, and I can definitely see myself playing through it 5 more times. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of negatives to this game, but even those negatives makes this game fun because it's a unique breath of fresh air, and it's definitely worth checking out. One of the biggest negatives in this game that I can say is using a gun. This game, you can tell that they kind of just added the gun mechanic into the game later on in development because it just feels weird and it feels really off. Like when you try to shoot someone when you're using a rifle or when you're using an SMG, it just doesn't have a good punch. It doesn't have a good feel. It literally feels like you're shooting blanks, but with all the other things that I've said, it's okay. Yeah, it kind of sucks when you do get to the points of the game where you are shooting a gun and you're in those moments where it's like they want you to feel super intense and they want you to feel like, oh my God, this is a serious moment. But it's really not, and it's just laughable. But that's really what makes the game amazing. And another thing about this game is that it's not really that long. It took me and my friend Vlad, whose channel will be down below in the description, about 6 hours to beat. So you can obviously beat this game in one session, or you could split it up like we did in 3-hour sessions. And that's kind of the beauty of it. Since you have to play it with a friend, it's great to know that the game isn't extremely long, and it's long enough to where it keeps you interested, but also short enough to where you don't have to make a long time commitment with a friend to sit down and play the game. And another beauty of this game is the fact that it looks amazing, and it gives you a lot of side missions slash playing around with your friends where you can talk to NPCs and you can play checkers and darts and an arcade game later on, and it's just wonderful. And surprisingly, believe it or not, this game actually allows you to make decisions. You can purposely choose to play the game one way, and then you can choose to play the game another way. And even though the story at times is pretty hilarious, and the story at times is pretty obvious about what's going to happen, it still does a pretty good job at explaining a pretty complex storyline and a pretty unique and kind of hard to do game type. Where, yeah, at times it is a little hard on the eyes to be able to see two screens and to see your friend running in one direction and you running in a completely different direction. But that's the beauty of it. It feels like in moments where you're fighting each other and you're developing skills and strategies, like how it felt when you were playing Call of Duty as a little kid. I remember while playing it, I told my friend, hey, don't screen look, like I would do when I was like 7 years old playing Modern Warfare 2. And it brought back a lot of good memories, and I'm so happy that this game was able to do that, because it is a really unique and interesting idea, especially in times like this, where, like I said before, people are quarantining and you're separated. And I really hope games decide to keep doing this style, because in a moment like this where so many people are separated from loved ones and from friends, a game like this that really values teamwork and really values cooperation and allows for you to have some hilarious moments is definitely what's needed. So if I had to give this game a ranking out of 10, 5 being average, I'm going to give this game an 8 out of 10. And don't get me wrong, this game has a lot of negatives, but because those negatives are just so funny and just add to the experience, and it's like cheesy comedy, it's what makes this game amazing. And if it wasn't for those really bad gunplays, I probably would have given it a 9 out of 10. This game is definitely worth checking out. And like I said before, if you have a friend to play it with, or you have someone in your house who would be interested in playing with it, definitely pick it up. And another big thing about this game is that only one of you actually has to own it. You could just game share it with the other person. It's one of the key features of the game. So definitely check out this game, buy it. It's on sale right now in the PSN store. I picked it up for $10 and it was definitely worth the purchase. Even though I only got 6 hours worth of playing time on it, I got a lifetime of laughs and memories from it. I love you guys so much. If you like this video, you already know what to do. Hit me with a comment, hit me with a like, and if you're really feeling generous, hit me with a sub. I love you all. Have a great and amazing day. Mwah.